When we had our multicultural event in January, we had a full school of students and staff that were engaged in multicultural literature. We blended this event into our school day, and so our teachers were able to teach and not have to put in those extra hours. And I think that was very helpful so that the teachers didn't feel like they had to do another evening event. We had lots of families that were walking to each of the classrooms to kind of observe displays on the classroom doors of the literature that had been read in class. They went into the classrooms to allow some of the students to read aloud to them and to ask questions about what the students learned through the literature that they read. I sought the support of the Multicultural department to help us to identify the literature on campus, to bring some authentic elements outside of school that we could bring to our families here. Through the partnership with the Multicultural department, we were able to identify the literature on campus and around the community that would enhance what the teachers would teach when they came back for quarter 3. We did that before break, and that was very powerful because the teachers were able to spend time exploring the books, talking with each other, and then through just the teachers being amazing and their instruction in the classroom, it was their role to expose our students to as many of the books as possible. This is Miss Caballero's classroom. She is our K-5 ELD teacher. The students read the book If the World Were a Village. It tries to bring in a mathematical aspect to your perspective on what your carbon footprint, like on Earth, can do for your community. The house represents their vision of what their village looks like to them. This classroom, these are all students that come with English as a second language, and so the language around what is a community, what is a village, and again, your imprint on the world, be it how much electricity you're using, how much water you're using, how does your small impact in your home affect your surrounding community. The way that they were able to take the book and have it turn into something like this that showcased their whole classroom community was just super powerful. Hopefully our doors are all encompassing, that if you're a classroom teacher who's never read that book, that when you see this you get inspired to now you go to the library and you select that book and you bring that literature into your classroom, and that's ultimately the idea behind bringing the books out into the hallways. We pulled in some community partners to help our families who may be struggling to achieve a GED, who may be struggling to find ways in their evenings to have homework time with their children. And so by having those community partners here to engage in those conversations, we tapped into those families that would not otherwise necessarily feel like they had a place here. I think anytime we have events where we're exploring literature with our students is impactful, because it's the #1 thing we need our students to read more every day. This is a deliberate attempt to make sure that we're hearing the voices of all of our diverse families. It really did a good job to expand our walls to the community so that they felt like they had a place here as well.